Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We bring you Friday baseball on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Detroit Tigers. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set. And towing the slab in this one, DET-A.Painter. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Well struck left field. That one's deep. Just missed it.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold onto it after contact.
Max Muncy, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there. Get out of town. His 27th home run of the season, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. And Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Here's Byron Buxton. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Buxton, a former Gold Glove winner, 31 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-1.
And a swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Wilson. Over to first. That takes care of Buxton. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Dalen Lyle.
And Boog, he's a guy who loves coming up with the chance to drive in his teammates. It's like he finds another level of focus. Batting over 300 with runners in scoring position this season. And you know what? Because of that, I wonder if the guys in front of him will see some better pitches to hit because you don't want to put any free base runners on with him looming in the on-deck circle.
Swing and a base hit. And that extends the inning. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Ball one, no strikes. Freeman off of first with 2 away. Liner, and this could be trouble. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Coming home. The relay. He's safe. It's 2-0.
He was all over that one. At 110 miles per hour on the exit velo, that thing was screaming, and that's some serious bat speed to generate contact like that, and no doubt a higher launch angle sends that thing out of here easily.
Here's Josh Bell. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1-0.
And there's a foul ball. The pitch. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
And that one misses up and in. The count now 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Here's a 2-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Mariners 2, the Tigers coming to bat. Back here in Detroit. And the pitcher for this one, SEA-M.Boyd. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
There's a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Runner at first with no outs here. Step off throw to first. Rojas back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
That one to first. And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's Trevor Story. Check swing, hit on the ground. There's one. Relay to first, double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
And now it's Christian Walker. Just missed. Ball. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. That's a base hit. Run scores. Throws to second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler. Hit on the ground to the right side. Freeman steps on the bag. They limit the damage here. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Mike Tauchman. Tauchman went deep in his most recent game. Painter back to work. And that misses.
That's a ball.
Ball one.
1-0.
Now fly ball to right center. Cruz sizing this one up. Brings it in. And a quick out, number one.
Batting 8th, catcher Tyler Heineman.
And up next for Seattle, Tyler Heineman. 2 for 4 in the game last night. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
One down, base is empty. That one ripped. And that should be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. Into second, and he's got a double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Next to hit, Dalen Lyle.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Rojas puts it away, and there's 2 down. Here's Turner now. He's 0 for 1. On the ground to the left.
Foul.
And that's just foul. And that one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. Mariners lead 1. They lead it 2-1. Bottom of the inning, and now the DH, Liover Peguero. That's in there. 0-1. Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and there's 1 down.
Batting 7th, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman. Just missed.
No, that's outside. Ball.
The next offering misses. And that's ball 2. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That's the second out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now here is Dylan Cruz. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit in the air out to center field. Buxton moves under it. He makes the grab, and that is that. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. And a pitch. That's towards center. Rojas makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's a big power threat. Byron Buxton.
Brian Buxton.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile.
0 balls, 1
and
strike.
it's 0-1. Outside with a breaking ball. Late on that fastball.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
And now 2-2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough
Count is
where
full.
you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
That missed by a lot. And that's ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1 and
Man,
2.
he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Mariners are down in order, but they still lead it 2-1. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and to look at those numbers.
Weston Wilson.
That's in for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. That one just misses.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And there's a
No,
ball.
that missed. That's a
Really
ball.
good take, especially with 2 strikes.
You got a full count.
And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
All over that one right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Rojas at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Outside.
That's a
Ball 2. Wilson aboard here at first with nobody out.
Hurt.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stand.
Runner takes off, and it remains 2-2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Fouled off down the right side. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. Boyd checks over to first, and he's back.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Line drive. That's a hit. The throw into second, and that keeps him from advancing past second.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
That's the ball.
Story in the box here lets that one go for a ball. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Next pitch misses inside. Now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute.
Base hit around third. Here's the throw. Safe. We are tied at 2.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Story on the move. And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it. That's out number 2.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Dylan Dingler now at the plate. First pitch misses. On the ground, right side. McNeil gets it to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the RBI single pushes across a run. 2-2 game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back as we go to the top of the 4th. Jeff McNeil stands in. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, these Mariners, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. Back there. Off the batter's eye and gone. He hammers one out to center. His 17th of the year. And just like that, they're out front. It's 3-2.
So frustrating for any pitcher. Finished outside the zone, and he still managed to get punished with a home run. He handled a pretty good changeup down in the zone right there. To me, that says he was looking down, and that's why he was able to stay on it so well, not get out in front, and hit that ball a long way.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. Back up the middle and a base hit.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now a chance for Mike Tauchman. Swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
1 on, nobody out, a run in, top half of inning number 4. That's outside. And it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Tyler Heineman, the next to hit, doubled his first time up. That one fouled off. Heineman measures 5 feet 10 inches, 33 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. Swings and misses, and the count is 0-2. Man at first, one away. Grounder might be 2. 1 at second, over to first, but it's offline.
Well, they had the chance at turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Dalen Lyle up next for the Mariners. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Smoked into left, base hit. They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting shortstop Trey
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the shortstop, Trey Turner.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Tigers bullpen with some action.
1-1.
Brian Hudson up and throwing. Puck, the power lefty, up as well. The 1-1 is fouled off. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Two on, 2 outs, and delivers outside. Strikes him out for the second time today. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Mariners 3, Tigers 2. Back at Comerica Park. Now it's the DH, Liover Peguero. The wind of the pitch. On the ground right side, McNeil. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's the second baseman. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat. 1 out, base is empty. Ground ball right side. Handles, throws to first, and a couple of quick outs. Dylan Cruz getting ready to hit. Fly to center his first time. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman takes it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Mariners 3, Tigers 2. Brian Hudson gets the ball now.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. He's already homered here in this one. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
Well, these Mariners, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
That's a little bit low.
That's a ball.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2-2's the count.
Swung on, belted. That's back. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Muncy headed for third. The relay throw. He's in there. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Runner at third, nobody out. Byron Buxton up next for the Mariners. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Muncy comes in to score. It's an RBI single. It's 4-2. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 1 for 2. Buxton on the run. There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season. Buxton stands at second with no outs. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Rojas should have this one. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second, puts the tag on him, and it's a double play.
When you're already in scoring position, if you decide to tag, you really want to be more than 100% confident that you can make it safely to third, because otherwise you take a potential run scoring opportunity off the board. Great throw to third.
And now for Seattle, Jeff McNeil. He's already homered in this game. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that one in the air center field. Rojas makes the catch, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 4-2. You're dialed into the show. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the third baseman, Weston Wilson. Boyd back to work. Sliced hard but foul.
Well, these Tigers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Out towards right center field, Tachman puts it away for the out. Johan Rojas up now for the Tigers. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Yeah, there's the strike. Well, it was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 1 down, base is empty. Comebacker to the mound. Sends it to first. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Jason.
And next to hit for Detroit, Jason Dominguez. First pitch, and he just misses. And it's fouled away. The Mariners up by 2. Last half of inning number 5. Inside, almost got him. And that one fouled off. Next pitch is outside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Trevor Story waiting to hit for Detroit. And that one finds its way through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here's Story now. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Snap throw to first.
No,
Back in safe, really close. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. And that is downstairs. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
They take the force out. That's the 3rd out. Tigers leave one. They trail it here, 4-2. Back here in Detroit, all set for the top of the 6th. And now the DH, Josh Bell. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Pierce Johnson preparing to come on if needed. Puck getting cranked up as well. That misses the zone. Now 1-2. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Mike Tauchman up next for the Mariners. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And that one hammered. That's back there. That's long gone. His 4th home run of the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-2.
Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it, carried out nicely.
Tyler Heineman up next for the Mariners. A switch hitter batting right. And first offering is fouled off. Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Tosses to first, and that's an out. 2 outs, base is empty. Dalen Lyle digs in now. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Can't glove it cleanly. Still able to fire over. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Solo blast adds to the Seattle lead. It's 5-2. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Christian Walker. He was late there, strike 1.
0-1.
Missed with a changeup. 1-1. Next offering misses down and away. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2-2.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. It's out of here. Touches down in the front row of the bushes. Home run. He'll touch them all. And they cut into the lead. It's 5-3.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Dingler now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Out front, rip foul.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. On the ground to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Gets it to first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And next is the designated hitter, Liover Peguero. Misses off the inside, and that's ball 1. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fouled off left side. And that's in the dirt.
2-2.
Ripped to right. And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's the second baseman. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Matthew Boyd is done, and he really had to grind it out, but he does leave with the lead. New arm of the mound. Pete Fairbanks takes over on the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
First pitch just misses.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
And another ball. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Peguero, the base runner at first with 1 out. Runner on the move. And that one fouled off. Runner on the go again. In the dirt.
Count.
And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. 1 out and a runner at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Getting the out was never going to be easy. The wild pitch outside made things very difficult behind the plate, and it turned into a stolen base opportunity.
2 on, 1 out. And up next for Detroit, Dylan Cruz.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Misses outside, and that is ball 1. Just off the inside edge.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Here's the third baseman, Weston Wilson. Lifted in the air, right center field. Squeezes it. That is the inning. Detroit making up ground with this homer. It's now 5-3. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Pierce Johnson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Trey Turner. 0 for 3 in this one. And a swing and a miss there. Johnson measures 6 feet 2 inches. He throws a curveball, a four-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. Next offering is in the dirt. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Cruz flashes the leather on the run and catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Here's Muncy to hit. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
So digging in, Byron Buxton.
Fielder, Brian Buxton.
Squirts away a little bit.
0-1.
Strike 2. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Here's the 0-2. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one's back there. Forget it. Home run number 30 on the year. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 7-3. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
And here's Freddie Freeman, 1 for 3. On the ground to third, and it gets by him.
Now batting, second baseman.
So a man at first. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
That's to third. The throw to second is offline.
Now batting, designated hitter Josh Bell.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Pierce Johnson gives way. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. A.J. Puck. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Josh Bell up next for the Mariners.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Swings through it for the K. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Swings through that one for strike one.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Yeah, that's fouled off. That one not close. Now 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Two come in on this Seattle homer. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. Major League. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Bunting, and it's in the air. Heineman hauls it in for the out. One down. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Dominguez now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Hit on the ground to short. Turner throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Hammered, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Stepping in, Christian Walker. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's down. One hops off the wall. Story on his way home. He'll score. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And now, Dylan Dingler. Now, this is in the air down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Liner, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And he's out.
Got him. That's an
Knocked
out.
down, and that ends the inning.
Bang, bang play at the plate right there. Outfielder needed no help. An absolutely perfect throw to get him right on the money. Excellent tag by the catcher, and the inning ends on an awesome play.
Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Tyler Heineman.
Puck back to work. Not close
ball,
with
no
that
strikes.
one, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Now the left fielder, Dalen Lyle. Shortened the bunt and missed it. It's 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. 2 down, bases empty. Trey Turner at the plate. 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts and a pair of flyouts. And a rope into center field, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Backdoor breaking ball, and he did go the other way with it like you might think, but he put a good swing on it, squared it up nicely.
Turner runs, and first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. Throw to second, and he's safe. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Inside, and it's 1-2.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. One left for Seattle. They hold a 7-4 lead. Back at Comerica Park. Now it's the DH. Adrian Morejon on to pitch out of the pen here.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
And that's in for a strike.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Swing and a ground ball. Slings to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Number 17 stands in now and watches strike one. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. So up next, Dylan Cruz. In there, and it's 0-1. Just missed. The M's leading by 3 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next pitch misses way outside. There's the swing and a miss.
2-2.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. Just missing there. Counts full, 3-2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And that chance handled. Fires to second for 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And next up for the Tigers, Weston Wilson.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
On the ground, right side, McNeil. And that'll do it. One left for Detroit, and they're on the wrong end of a 7-4 score. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Zach Kelly.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Byron Buxton.
Center fielder, Brian Buxton.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Number 48 getting ready to go. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
0-2.
Strike three, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout.
Well, that seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Freeman now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves.
No ball,
knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Struck him out swinging, and he strikes out the bottom 9. Here's the center fielder, Johan Rojas. Mason Miller on to try and close it out.
29 saves on the season, so he's looking for number 30 right here. He's been big for him in the back of that bullpen.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Miller, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. One on the gun, swing and a miss.
0-2.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And that just misses. Facing a closer that delivers big-time velocity.
Well, normally against a big arm with this kind of velocity, you look for the ball down because the fastball up is a little hard to catch up to. But he's shown really good plate discipline by not offering at that last pitch down.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And next to hit for Detroit, Jason Dominguez.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Next offering is in for a strike. Rojas on at first, nobody out. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
That one the other way. Turner on to second. They get one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Story now at the plate as he thought about that one but held back. And that's outside, and it's 2-0.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play, but in this count you're gonna have to give in.
Muncy feeds to second, out there. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
He's done it again, Boog. That's his 30th save of the year as he puts another game to bed. Sweet dreams, everyone.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.